Hi guys, Sam here from Mind Body Medical. So really important question to ask ourselves is, do we possess deep immunity? Do we possess deep immunity? Because I'm convinced after 15 years of clinical practice and clinical research that establishing deep immunity in our body is probably the single biggest factor in what predicts a long, healthy, happy, disease-free life. And the reason for that is our immune system. When we think about our immune system, yeah, it's obviously integral for preventing colds and flus and infections, and that's fundamentally important. But our immune system is so much more than that. And if we think about the diseases that are most likely to kill us, heart diseases, cancers, Alzheimer's disease, we know that the immune system is integral to preventing those kinds of diseases. So if we're to maximize our longevity, if we're to maximize our health, if we're to maximize our youthfulness and our vitality and our energy, we need our immune system to be firing on all cylinders. And this is what we call deep immunity. Deep immunity is not a kind of a subtle shift in our immune function. It's not a subtle shift in physiology. It's a profound paradigm shift in the working of the body that changes everything. It changes our neurological pathways, our hormonal pathways, our immunological pathways, our biochemical pathways, all of which conspire to transform our immune system to take it from being average to exceptional. Unfortunately, Ayurveda has just a time-tested framework for facilitating this. Within Ayurvedic medicine, there's a discipline called Rasayanas, which is one of the 8 clinical disciplines within Ayurvedic medicine. And a conceptual translation of Rasayanas is that which destroys aging and disease. That which destroys aging and disease. And that's exactly what Rasayanas do. They're tonics that support optimal health, that turbocharge immune function, that inhibit inflammation, that inhibit disease pathways, that are all about bolstering us, our mind and our body, to such a place of health that it's very hard for disease to set in. And personally speaking, I think Rasayanas, the science of Rasayanas, are the most exciting, the most relevant aspect of Ayurveda in the Western world. And it's something that, I do a huge amount of work in, a huge amount of research in, because it has a fundamental impact on our health profile. And I think it's one of the focuses we should all be adopting. We should all be adopting Rasayanic approaches into our day-to-day life. And Ayurveda recognizes 4 main types of Rasayanas. You've got dietary Rasayanas, you've got herbal medicine Rasayanas, you've got behavioral Rasayanas, and lifestyle Rasayanas. Each of those is important, but when you've got all 4 effortlessly embedded into your life, you get this synergistic change where the whole is greater than the sum of the 4 parts. And that's what deep immunity is. And because of how important that is, because it's such an integral part of our clinical practice and in Ayurveda generally, we're soon to be announcing details of a free 5-day Ayurvedic immunity challenge, which is going to give you guys a selection of all of these tools and techniques that you can implement into your life to cultivate deep immunity. So stay tuned for more information about that. But until then, check out the Ayurvedic immunity tonic in the comments below, because that's a great example of a Rasayanic Ayurvedic tonic that is loaded with immune boosting compounds, herbal medicines, disease preventing foods. It tastes great. It's brilliant as we move into the cold and dark autumn and winter. It lifts our body, it lifts our mind, it tastes great, it smells great. So I can't recommend enough that you check out that recipe and make that. And then stay tuned for more information about our free 5-day Ayurvedic immunity challenge.